Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to the SciShow. I missed you. What's that? I hear you say? You missed me too? I miss you more. What's that? You miss me most? Okay. Sorry, I'm a little delirious. Very late night. I realised we have a new calendar out for February, which is quite late. So thanks to Burks G for putting the calendar. Did I just call it a calculator? I don't know. If I did, I'm sorry. It's a calendar. If I didn't say calculator, then I've just made an idiot of myself. But yeah, it's been quite late, so I just thought I would run through it. It's extremely late here, but I wanted to go through it whilst I came across it. So we start at the start of the month. We have a new hero of the month called Mystia. I think I remember seeing a beta version. It may have been quite decent, so that would be interesting to see. I will most likely do maybe a musical hero review for Hero of the Month. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye out for that video. We have the War of Three Kingdoms continuing through, and the Astral Dwarves has just come out. We see there's a new legendary troop for the Paladin Rogue class. So if you're looking for any of those, get in nice and early. We'll move on to next week. So the third there we have a Mythic Titan Ifrit in red. So if you enjoy having those humongous hits on the Mythic Titan, if you want to see some videos on that, let me know. Let me know any videos you want to see. I do like changing it up and doing some weird and entertaining different things. So yeah, let me know. You can see the new Fated Summon pops up on the 3rd of February. Ludwig is going to be the most popular hero in the game, I would imagine, on that day. Uh, and interestingly enough, I know at the top level he may not be the best tank, but I think the Rush War is maybe about 2 weeks away. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of frantic leveling on those Ludwigs. We can see also on the 3rd, the Tavern of Legends. It does say select two, so Lazara and it seems like it's been so long since they've changed the heroes you can select. I love the mechanic of being able to choose a couple of the featured heroes, uh, but it must be, I'm going to say 12 months since they've had different heroes to my knowledge. I think it started when Ramona came out, was sort of one of the first. Um, But yeah, it's time to refresh it. Throw a few different heroes in there. Give people a good chance of getting something that they, yeah, can select who they want to be featured and have a bit better chance of getting. So SG, if you're listening, I know you are. Spies everywhere. No, I highly doubt anyone at all is listening to me, let alone SG. But if you are, yeah, throw us something different in the Tavern of Legends. Giving us the same thing every single time. Speaking of a change, at least we have a change in the tower. We have an hour tower. So after 74 straight ninja towers, um, we've got the hour tower. But before that, we have the new treasure quest. So it's the holy variant. And what have we got there? Featured is Christmas, Easter, and Halloween. The special bonuses there. So that's a fun quest. It does recommend those humongous team powers. I do believe they were looking in beta at introducing even another level, like an absolute crazy level where the suggested team power was like 12,000. So I'm not sure if that's ready or not yet, but that will be interesting if that comes in. Moving on to the Hour Tower. Sorry, no, I did miss something. Actually, I've missed a couple of things. Wow, my brain is just not focused. Uh, some we've got the Untold Tales 1, Sunken Riches, so Sunken Riches. You see there's a new costume for Spartoy. Hasn't Not an overly well used character, but Purser and Domiventus there as well, so a couple of decent ones featured. In the middle, the absolute humongous news: new dragons, because that's what everyone's been asking for. Ancient Underroot, where we've got Terraclaw, Ardentus, and Sestraz, who is a current. So we have two new dragons in Terraclaw and Ardentus. I, I, you just can't say anything about the dragons apart from they've just totally dropped the ball. Released it, barely done anything. A few extra map stages once a month or however often it is. Um, Very boring dragons. I've said it over and over again. There's just no reason to go into the dragon sphere apart from collecting your chests. For anyone that hasn't heard, I feel they needed something to promote team play. So whether it was another type of Titan, I don't think just an alliance-wide Titan. I think it needed something to get a lot of people in there to work together, and it could be once a week, even only once a month, where you can hit throughout the whole month, almost like a Mythic Titan, but something that lasts a month and just slightly different. That everyone had to work together and actually killed, and then there was a chance of getting awesome loot. I don't know. Otherwise, to me, there's just no reason to go to the Dragons. You do the same raids, the same map stages. It just boggles the mind as to what they were thinking. But anyway, I'm sure we'll all be happy with the new Dragons. But then we look right above that to the Owl Tower, which is finally out after however long. Everyone loved the owls. Like, I don't know how many people that I've had say to me, I want an owl, I just want an owl. Well, guess what? Looks like possibly no new owls. We've got Fulvia, which was a bit of a dud. I believe it's the only owl I got was Fulvia. It just doesn't really work overly well. Relius and Timius, so a couple of decent ones there. It does have this little message of Pertinax, which I'm not sure if that's like a possible new owl. I haven't seen that name before, so I apologise if I should know what that is, but hopefully it's a new owl. I don't know, that could be something totally non-related. At the same time, on the 6th of January, so our tower is starting on the 5th. On the, sorry, January, February, oh my god, people are going to be tuning out already. Like, roast me in the comments. Yes. The 6th of February, we have Shadows of the Deep. We are getting a new, is that the Investigator family, I think, with the little magnifying glass, Penelope. So, also have Hunter and Omen featured. I love my Hunter. Anyone who watches my war videos, I just love getting that 100 insanity up on two enemies at the same time. I do enjoy the insanity. I know a lot of people don't like insanity wars, but I do enjoy the insanity heroes. Some of them I feel are really poorly done, but some I feel give you a great advantage. So it will be very interesting to see what Penelope is bringing to that family. Alright, let's see if I can actually perform a little bit better on this next section. The 10th, we have a new Path of Valor, Path of Giants. Definitely one of the better value purchases in the game. There does seem to have been a lot of cheaper offers lately on especially Alpha Aethers, Legendary, Normal Aethers. So it'll be interesting to see if Path of Valor or Giants changes too much, if they start offering a little bit more each time. We have Atlantis there with nothing overly exciting. for my opinion, in that portal. Moving on to the costume chamber. So looks like possibly costume. So the glass for maybe Leonidas and Asania, by the look of that. So anyone that has the toon version fully leveled, great chance to grab the glass toon and get that extra bonus. The costume, I'm not going to focus too much on the smaller things like the emblem quests and those sort of things. They're just, you can glance at those on the way through. It's really just trying to plan where to save your money for. So far we have the owls, but if there's no new owls there, they are probably a little bit outdated already, unfortunately. Shadows of the Deep could be quite a good one. Especially, so that's the portal. If you haven't watched my video from the last Shadows of the Deep, I think I pulled 6 legendary heroes in a 10 pull because of the bonus mechanism. So I do like that type of portal where you do have a chance to get just a lot better result. I believe it was every legendary hero you pulled, you had 30% bonus draws. So, quite often you may not get anything extra, but there was a chance of actually getting 2 additional legendaries. So, something to keep in mind. Looking pretty good. We'll keep moving on the 13th of February. 14th of February, Valentine's Day. Oh, it's a very lonely day for me. Yes, all your sympathy is greatly appreciated. On the 13th, we have Beowulf's Challenge. We have 3 brand new heroes. Beowulf, Egthial, oh, wow, and Modtrith. I believe they do have some very good type of mechanics and very strong. So that will be extremely interesting waiting for those as well. Looks like it's a hugely busy period here. So we have the costumes finishing, the Beowulf event up and running, and then on the 14th of February, that very special day, I appreciate you all. We have 3 different portals. We have Seasons of Love with a couple of different heroes there. So that's running all the way through to March 24th. So it's also, somewhere to use those BHTs if you haven't used them all already. Can get yourself a good hero. We've got Anteros and Dodrum. So a good little period here with a lot of new heroes. So there's 5 heroes basically in that couple of day period. Valhalla Forever with costume Ratatoskor, costume Fenrir and costume Skadi. Again, they're getting a little old. Look, maybe we'll start seeing second costumes for some of those Valhallas. I don't know. We haven't for Atlantis, but it's surprising that they just continue to have these very stale portals. They should be maybe upping the odds or something. So the heroes are outdated, but increase the chances so that you're free to play and cheap to play. Bump it up to 5%. Is it really going to hurt you, small giant? No, do it. Listen to the people. Uh, yeah. Again, if you're listening, just increase the percentage. Surely there are no big spenders and whales in the game that are spending a crap load of money on Valhalla portals. So people are just using the tokens. It's not going to change the game if you start increasing those percentages on the older, staler portals. Anyway, hope you agree. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you have any thoughts on ways they can do that. We also have the Goblin Village, very popular heroes at the moment. Collier and Frostsnout, and a TBD there by the looks of it. So could be a new hero, could be someone that's extremely popular, like a Fergus might get another run, seeing he's being used an extreme amount and is quite powerful. So that would be very interesting. Keep an eye out for that. But that's a nice little period there. Gives you lots of variety. If you've been saving those event coins, good chance to use them. The HTs for the Seasons of Love, so free-to-play players, and yeah, good little chance there to get some variety. Moving on to the 17th, we have Contest of Elements with Chrome and Desmond. I love my Chrome. Fantastic booster. Also gives some ailments to the enemy, so fantastic. Judgment of Dunes. Costume Kepri. I'm not sure that's going to be overly sought after, but you know, if you've already got his normal version maxed, it's a nice way of just getting a bit extra. We have another treasure chest quest, Covenant Super Variant. So what have we got there? Owls, the Knights, Teltok, I believe, and the Mighty Paws or Mighty Animals. So then it's actually good to see those sort of quests. They do give some quite good loot. So yeah, definitely make sure you don't miss out on those. Yes. I was just a bit confused by the fact that Elemental token was in the wrong. Anyway, moving along. Ancient Underroot. Hang on. Okay, so that's like a running up there on the 4th and then again on the 18th, so 2 weeks. With another new dragon, Blaze, Veneno and Glacio. So hopefully that Ancient Underroot brings something slightly different to the dragons. I haven't heard too much about it. I'm not holding out a heap of hope, but yeah, we'll wait and see and try to be positive. Night of the Moth. So those moths are extremely popular. They've come back on the 20th of February with nothing different than the previous one. It does say TBD. Maybe we'll see some new moth ones there. I did come up against Mortwitch in the Rush tournament. Absolute nightmare. It was a very bad board, but she was just humongous hit. If she didn't happen to kill me, it threw the moth themed up, mega themed. Chunky Roy is looking as one of the best red healers, or healers in total, really, in the game, with huge capability of additional boost. I did happen to get Saturn Pimenta. Uh, it's looking a good hero, but there's so many similar heroes now. They just get slightly stronger. So she's a very strong hit 3, but you know I've probably got 10 other really good hit 3 yellows that are just slightly older. So nothing hugely new with that. Uh, Moving on, Path of Dragons on the 24th. I would be surprised if that's. I actually bought one of those, I believe, maybe two, just to try and build some items up. But I, wouldn't waste my money on that now. Yeah. What else do we have there? We have the Untold Tales with Regent Ott and Gandhi. Again, TBD, so it might be a new hero or two released there. All those three are quite good. Regent, Ott, and Gander. Very strong heroes. Tremors of Underwild. Costume Rasula, Octrus, and Dr. Mario. Again, similar to what I was mentioning earlier with, I don't even know what it was now, but Atlantis. These older, the Taverns of Legends, these older portals, they just need to start boosting the chances. Like what on earth good? Like who's going to be using out of anyone who spends even a sort of very low to medium amount? I don't think would be using costume Rasula or Octress or like increase the bloody chances. Seriously, someone needs to start listening to me. Everyone just email SG like all the people that are watching, the millions and millions of you that are watching now. Email support and tell them to start watching my channel. Tell them to subscribe, for Christ's sake. On the way to 1,000, over 800. Love you all. Appreciate all the support. But yeah, get SG on board. I'm happy to be some sort of like conduit between the people and SG, like just to give them even just one different voice. Yes, and I'm happy to take all the suggestions from everyone. We just need to start churning it through until they start paying some attention. 27th of February, Astral Plane, Soundness and Quarry, TBD. It just seems like the fact that this calendar doesn't have a great deal of solidified new information just shows that I don't really think they know what's happening, even for a month. Like they're just changing things on the go, they're doing things on the fly. Soundness and Quarry, I think they were the two featured the first time the dwarves came out, or the second time. Quarry is straight. Quarry is quite strong. Soundness maybe not so much, but good hero nonetheless. There you go. Highlights. I'm going to say the Moths are obviously still going to be extremely popular, so it'll be interesting. I mean, and twice in 2 months. It's just anyway. Um, yeah, that'll be interesting. They're obviously very popular. Uh, we've got the Seasons of Love, Beowulf's Challenge. So that's probably going to be the highlight. Is the Beowulf's Challenge. Uh, Having brand new heroes. I believe they are quite strong. So that's something to keep an eye out for. And maybe the Shadows of the Deep. Again, it's an interesting portal. Wait and see how good Penelope is, but Hunter is fantastic. So they would be my picks. I'll be saving my pennies. Not that I have many. It's a tough life as a struggling artist. Once I feed the cat, there's not much left. But no, Shadows of the Deep. I'll probably be keeping the pennies. Maybe the Owl Tower if something new pops up there. And saving it for down here around Valentine's Day. So hopefully we all get lucky uh, in one way or another. Yes, indeed. I'm an idiot. I just need to go to sleep. Sorry. Thank you for anyone who's put up with me. Uh, Appreciate you all. If you're watching, enjoy what I'm doing, and haven't bothered to subscribe yet, please know it makes me all warm and fuzzy on the inside every time my subscriber count goes up. So gently press that subscribe button. Give your kitty a scratch for me.